Hey, I'm Agent Peter Pecker with the FBI. I'm looking for Danny Don't.
That's me. What do you want?
Well, Danny, your friend Rita, she may be in some big trouble, and we thought you could help us clear some things up a bit.
What are you talking about?
Well, does she talk about animal liberation a lot?
Sure, I mean, she talks about it, but she would never...
Danny Don't!
Danny, this is very important. Never ever talk to the FBI or police. If they already knew enough to get you or your friends in trouble, they wouldn't be asking you any questions. Does that make sense? But I was just trying to find out what they wanted. Or I could have lied to them to throw them off track.
Danny! These people are specially trained to get you trapped in a conversation, making it harder and harder to stop answering questions. Really, avoiding talking to them is the only safe option. They won't be able to scare you, trick you, convince you of anything.
Newfangled contraptions, technological alienation, social mapping, and you.
Hey, Rita, did you see the new pics on my MySpace page?
No, let me see what you've got.
Check this out.
Oh my God, Danny, what are these? Is that you holding a Molotov cocktail? Oh, and you've got a whole blog on here about shoplifting and scamming when you travel.
Heck yes, read the entry from Santa Cruz.
But Danny, what if the FBI or police read this?
I mean, they can't prove anything.
Danny, MySpace assists law enforcement with about 150 investigations a month. And in the past, people's MySpace pages and blogs have been used to attack their character in court so that they're denied bail.
No, Renee, it's cool.
Yeah? You're deleting it?
No. It's set to private.
Oh. Right. Because Rupert Murdoch, the owner of MySpace and Fox News, is all about privacy. You know, the FBI used to spend a large portion of their budget on social mapping, which means figuring out who knows who and who's into what. But now, here's a list of all your friends across the country. Oh, and there's a list of your interests, too. You've done the work for them, Danny.
Shit, I hadn't thought of that.
Electronic surveillance.
Hey y'all.
Hi, Peter.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk to y'all about this idea I had for a great action.
Wait. Let's take the batteries out of our phones so that feds can't listen in.
Alright, whatever. Like I was saying,
Wait.
there's this Florida Power and Light office right downtown.
Yeah, but wait. I don't think this intro shop is a good place to discuss this. It's pretty well known that we hang out here a lot.
Rita.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's not bugged. I would know if it was bugged, and it's not.
Sounds like impeccable logic to me. So, what do you want to do down at that office? Let's smash up the...
Danny Don't!
With the rise of techno-industrial civilization, our enemies are able to carry out surveillance in ways that was unthinkable 50 years ago. There are safe places and unsafe places to talk about sensitive subjects. It has also been shown in court cases against mafia members that your cell phone can act as a GPS tracking device, even when it's off, so long as the batteries or SIM card are still in. Even corporate CEOs take their batteries out before high-level meetings sometimes, Danny. Come on, get with it.
If something doesn't feel right, it's probably not. Stopping a friend from a dangerous security faux pas doesn't mean you think they're stupid, or a cop, or a stupid cop. It just means that they could make a mistake that could be dangerous for them or for you. Also, folks, it's important to recognize that there is a possibility that even with a solid security culture, something could go wrong, and you could wind up in interrogation for something you did or didn't do. If this does happen, it's important to remember two things.
I am going to remain silent. I would like to see my lawyer. Oh yeah.
Now let's try it all together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I am going I would like to see my lawyer. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Every question they ask you is an admission that they don't have enough evidence to convict you or your friends. Otherwise, you'd be rotten in a cell and they wouldn't need to ask you anything. They'll try and trick you by telling you that your friends have already snitched. Or they'll be all like, "It looks bad now, but this is a chance to clear your name." So let's try a lesson in the interrogation room, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes waiting is the hardest part.
So, your name is Rita Raccoon, and your address and social security number?
I'm exercising my right to remain silent, and I want my lawyer. Ha.
Look, I'm just trying to clarify a few things here. We're not talking about the case.
Right. Silent.
I mean, I get what you guys are doing. My daughter, she works for Greenpeace. Used to lock herself to nearly every damn thing. So you and your buddies been into environmental stuff for a while now, or what?
Well, there was this one time.
Yeah, tell me.
This one time that I was silent.
Oh. Look, you got any tattoos or scars?
Silent night.
We're gonna find out eventually anyways.
Is my lawyer here yet?
Oh.
They will do everything they can to shake your faith in your friends, your movement, and yourself. But it is so important that we all sit tight and believe in each other and ourselves so the cops can't break us down.
No matter what they promise you, you should know that most people who snitched during that Green Scare have gotten comparable sentences to those who stayed strong.
One last important thing is that while we must all keep ourselves safe, we must also stay visible and get our message out to others. We must learn to publicize our victories through magazines, web pages, press offices, and new creative ideas. Once an action is posted in a public domain, it can be critiqued, discussed, and made legend around our campfires.
Woohoo! Woo! Dan, look quiet. This is serious. It is also very important to deal respectfully with people who know less about security culture and those who make an honest mistake. If it's avoidable, don't call them out publicly or make them feel stupid. Security culture makes it very easy to become paranoid and to stifle all conversation, which is exactly what the government and corporations want. We must learn to communicate clearly, but without endangering ourselves.
So remember, no compromise in defense of the earth. Stay safe and don't get caught. Good night, everyone.
Woo! I'm not a cop. I swear I'm not a cop.
Woo! Woo!